any other kind of immediate questions?
No.
Okay, so I can walk you through the admin flow a little bit. Can you see my screen here? Like
Yeah.
the dashboard?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let me. I'm starting to complete some user flows, which I think are helpful in understanding how all this shit works. So registration is pretty simple. We can just go through that real quick. They enter in this info, player name, hometown, gaming station, right? If it's opened, it says please go to the next station, and in which case their name is dynamically added to the seating chart, right? And then if it's closed, there's hey, you've been added to the waiting list, in which case the name goes to the waiting list, right?
Right.
That's pretty straightforward. There's all the nuance is in this admin deal. So basically, in this case, Dino Nolan has already registered here for Xbox Fortnite, right?
Okay. I'm just looking at a thank you page, by the way. I don't know if that's.
Oh, you know what? Okay. Yeah, sorry. I have to share my screen. I'm sharing a window. Okay, this will make more sense.
Okay.
So you see a sketch deal opened? Name registration template?
Yeah.
All right, so they register. Station's open. Please go to station 1. In which case, Dino Nolan, who just registered, his name goes to this seat, the open seat, dynamically.
Right.
And this is the admin tablet.
Right. That fits with the device that he wants to use.
Yeah, right. So he registered for station 1, and so he goes into the station 1 seating chart. So the admin tablet, there's a seating chart sort of deal, and we'll go through that.
Okay.
If the seat's not open, if there's no open seat, they get placed on the waiting list, right? And then that basically gets triggered automatically here on the monitor.
Okay.
Here's the admin tablet. So here's the seating chart, right? So they have 5 stations. They have however many drop down first, essentially. So in this case, Dino Nolan had already registered for station 1. The admin clicks start session, right? Once they click start session, this kind of comes where you can enter scores or you can end the session. And then basically, say they click enter score, they will then go to a scoring screen here, right? In case they clicked enter score for Big Joe or whatever, right? And they enter the score. If they click submit without, okay, and then if they click end session here before entering the score, they'll get a little call out. Are you sure no score has been entered for this player? Because ideally we want both scores to be entered. So in this case, they enter best time. They click car used. Okay. And then they click car used. It goes here to this sort of deal, right? They enter that. They click submit. It will say enter. Actually, it should say score entered here. They click end session here once both scores have been entered. Then this seat will open up.
Okay.
Yeah. So now it's I kind of confused the flows. I should have been doing this for Big Joe, but this seat is now opened up.
Right. And then,
in which case,
does the admin tell the next person to go off of a list, or does it automatically
Exactly. The admin will then select who they want to go to the next into the list.
Okay.
So let's see here. I think I have a screen for that. Yeah. So basically, let's see here. Maybe I don't have a screen. Maybe I don't have that in this flow. Let's see. Basically, yeah. I mean, I have it here. It's like essentially, yeah. Then they tap the drop down. They select who they want or whatever, and then they'll click like start session. Once that person's seated.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, so there's some nuance to understand here, but like that's the kind of general gist. It's like there's this like idea of like entering a score in. Once they enter the score in, that gets submitted to the scoreboard, and once they click end session, the seat opens up, and then once they fill the seat, that person gets taken off the waiting list.
Okay.
Right. So once they click NYC kid, he'll get taken off the waiting list.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like kind of the gist for that. Like out of all these components, is there something that like interests you the most? Because I do have like other developers I can lean on. I'm just curious, like what your take is in looking at this stuff, figuring out like what makes the most sense for you if you were potentially to work on it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can handle like the CMS and like the front end and like the app within this project. I think the only thing that we don't necessarily want to do is the design. But outside of that, we could handle everything else without a problem.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I have designers, so like we'll do like the full UI. Here's just some like initial mocks, One thing that's kind of undefined is like what these promo templates are. A lot of the promo templates, honestly, like I would love to be able to repurpose what we have because we already have this like built. So that's a promo template. That's another promo template, right? So this one just plays video. Whereas this one's like it's all React, like promo templates is like a image and it zooms and there's like a copy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like in the CMS, do you have any Django experience by any chance or no?
I'm not sure if my developers do or not. I'd have to ask.
Okay.
What is Django for?
It's the CMS. It's like a Python deal. So this is like the Django CMS.
Okay.
Ideally, like we kind of clone this thing, and then for like the video, it looks like this. So you have all the templates. These have all been published, where it says active, and you can edit it. You choose a video. It's like pretty simple. And then for like for this one, you edit it. You choose fields, and then like it ends up looking something like this. So it's like there's like a defined field for each one.
Okay.
Yeah. So so it looks right. So like.
And I just asked my developer. He said he does have Django experience.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'd love just like off the bat, like if we were to provide like designs, like I mean, it'd be nice to break it out into components. To be like, all right, like if we were to do the CMS is like would be like this much and would take about this much time or whatever. So yeah, just breaking it out, like the admin tablet would be this because I do have an Android dev who might just do the admin tablet portion. I have a tech director who could do the infrastructure. I also have a front end developer who can do the front end dev, but I'd look to you because it's as like maybe another potential option.
Mm-hmm.
It helps me save some costs and time because like time. It's gonna like for me to win this thing, it's gonna come down to like time and cost. So, and then once we launch it, like they'll probably want to do a tournament version and another version. So there will be things that like I can kind of like sell in like after this is hopefully sold through.
Right.
So I mean, I'd love to get just like some ballparks tomorrow if possible.
Of estimations.
Yeah, just like even if you can just give me like a rough idea. That way I can just like try to sell this through to the client, and then we can like fine tune requirements and fine tune an estimate with you.
Okay, and then so what components do you want estimations on?
I mean, I think like if I were to break it down, I think pretty much everything. Um, but yeah, so I would say like there's like the we have the admin tablet, we have the registration tablet, we have the waiting list, we have the scoreboard, and we have like the CMS and like the promo templates. So, however you feel like those can be like chunked out into different work streams, like uh, the better
Mm-hmm.
to understand.
Okay. And you said you have a designer that's going to do a lot of the UI design. Is that going to be um, done exactly like in Figma or something similar where all the exact like pixels are put in place, or is it just kind of be more of a general design? Or
It'd be pretty pixel perfect. We would do it in Sketch.
okay,
And what's nice is like we have fixed screen sizes here.
yeah,
So I don't know. I think like for me, like scope out everything. I think like the CMS portion is probably the most interesting for you to do, like the functional pieces, like where it's like being able to do CMS, the promo templates, and ideally like being able to repurpose like what I have to save costs, and also it's not only saving costs, it's like it's something that like works and like the client's familiar with. So it gives me like an advantage to like sell it through to be like, hey, we're gonna like repurpose that thing you already made, kind of.
yeah,
So that would be a huge leg up. And then as far as like if you look at the tech infrastructure, as far as like the database and the API and all that stuff, like I can have a dev handle all that stuff too, you know. So like I feel like this kind of piece here, right, where you have the databases and like the API and all that, like that center core infrastructure is potentially something that my tech director could handle, and in which case you would be more responsible for like the CMS and like those like promo modules.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, take a look and like whatever makes sense for you. Like, what do you think? Whatever you think's most efficient. Like, I'm open to. So,
Okay.
yeah, so I think those are the big things, and then yeah, I guess just let me know if you have any questions. Do you have another email besides the Khalil email that you?
Yeah, my email is actually grantlarocca@gmail.
Okay. Yeah, just send that. Just send that over to me. So you're not working with Khalil anymore then, or are you still working with?
No, not anymore.
Okay, cool. How long were you guys working together for?
So he was. I'm currently working with a couple of developers, and they were working with him previously as kind of more of a project manager, but I guess he didn't really work out. He wasn't like being that valuable as part of the team. And so I've been working with these developers for like a year and a half, and so I've kind of they've kind of given or asked me to work with you as a client because I think generally I do pretty well working with clients for them. So
okay, cool. And then so basically, so he was like kind of a project manager then. It kind of didn't work out.
right.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because I haven't really interfaced much with him. I was working with Tim a little bit. I don't know if you talked with Tim at all. I think he's
Yeah.
so. But yeah, did you work with Tim at all as well, or no?
No, I didn't work with Sam either.
Okay, gotcha. So do they have like their own company, or were they working for your company, or what's like kind of like the division of labor?
So I think they might have just been working with like my current developers a little bit. How long ago was this that you talked to them, or like?
Well, so it's just Khalil took on that egg donor project that you had been working on.
Okay, so yeah, I think they just might have been my developers might have just been working with them as like a little bit of extra work, but I think they just decided to part ways with like Khalil just because he wasn't really helping a lot and was asking for like a lot of money. So
Right.
Yeah.
How many? So do you kind of manage the dev team, or do you develop yourself as well?
Yeah, I more manage. So I'm currently a student at University of Washington in Seattle right now.
Okay, cool.
So this is just kind of something I do on the side, and just kind of more of a project manager, and just making sure all the requirements are understood and that everything's getting done. But the developers I work with are um, some of the best you'll find. I've been working with them for about a year and a half, and I've been very surprised about how well they can accomplish complex requirements. So
Are they students as well, or like are they like onshore? Like what's their kind of situation?
they actually live in Switzerland, and they actually have like technical degrees from colleges. So they're like, not that that matters that much, but like they've had like official training in a
Yeah,
lot of different languages. So
that's cool. And then how did you get hooked up with them?
so originally I was kind of doing like social media marketing stuff and was trying to like do that whole thing. And then I just kind of met them because I was trying to get a website built for one of my clients, and they kind of proposed this idea to me, and it sounded pretty good because it was kind of like in line with some of the things I was already kind of doing and some of the things I understood. So started going more into website development just because it was a lot easier to manage alongside with my my studies.
Oh, cool. And then what year are you over there at Washington?
So I'll be a senior, and I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Well, you're doing a lot more than I was doing in college, man. That's pretty good. My wife's from Spokane, Washington, so I have some family in
Oh
that
no
state.
way! My parents are from Spokane.
Oh yeah,
That's
where's in Spokane?
South Hill, like 20th and Perry.
Yeah. South Hill's beautiful. That's like my favorite part of. So did you grow up there, or where did you grow up?
Yeah, I grew up in the same house. I'm actually in Spokane right now for the summer, so
All right. Huh. There you go.
yeah.
And yeah. Like I mean, my deal is I'm from LA. I have a wife who's from Spokane. We were working at an ad agency together.
Hmm.
Uh, so I worked with like a lot of different advertising agencies, and now I'm kind of running my own. I guess what you call like a digital production type company.
Hmm.
So yeah, working with Samsung 837 is one of my clients, and I have a bunch of like other random clients. Yeah, but I'm always looking for help. So yeah, like it's hopefully we can maybe work on this project or piece of this project together, and then yeah, work on some other stuff. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool that you're from Spokane.
yeah, that'd be great though.
Cool, man. All right, well, yeah, like take a look. Let me know what you think. And then let's. What time tomorrow is like a good time to just chat through like the costs and the timing and all that.
So I'm curious, is that like a hard date for the estimation? Because I do think it's possible, but we're just one of,
Great.
one of my clients are trying to like launch their website essentially, and get everything finished by tomorrow.
Okay.
So
If you prefer to do like if this weekend's okay, we could do this weekend if that's better.
okay, yeah, I mean this weekend would be no problem. Just the next 24 hours are going to be pretty busy for my developers.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Like if we could aim for like Saturday or Sunday at the latest, that works because I owe them. I owed them an estimate on Friday, but I got an extension to Monday.
Okay, yeah,
And I'm debating like how official of a price I'm going to give them at this stage, or if I'm just going to give them like a ballpark cost or like a range. But the tighter we can get it, the better, because that just makes it easier for them to sign off on. So yeah, just yeah. I guess let me know if we could aim for Saturday. That'd be great. And if it needs to push to Sunday, that's fine.
okay, yeah, that's definitely doable. That sounds good.
Cool. All right, Kyle, I appreciate it. And then yeah, I want to make sure I have your right email as well. So maybe just email me from your email then.
Okay, all right, and I can send you my phone number if you like want to text me and ask when like a good time to meet is on Saturday, or just for some quicker communication. I don't know.
Shoot me. Yeah, absolutely. that works. Just shoot me a email with your number as well then.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Thanks, Roman. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. Nice to meet you.